Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 25th of November. Oh, month away for Christmas. Yeah, it's a bit cold, wet and windy here in the UK today, but I'm really cozied up in my tarot room, enjoying doing readings for you all. Love it. Let's get on with your reading for the week. Dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Gemini and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Thank you. So let's see, what have we got in store for you, Gemini? Okay, overall energy, the Hierophant. Opportunity, Two of Cups. The Three of Wands is in your challenge. The Seven of Pentacles in what you don't see coming. And the Eight of Swords is what your advice and outcome is. So the Hierophant is Major Arcana. And this is a card of very high spirituality for starters, but it's also a card of high commitments, very strong commitments to something, somebody, a situation. It can be somebody who's very committed to you. It's attributed to Taurus. For some of you, that's relevant. But we'll see what this is about. It can also be about going to the church, it can be about marriage, matters of the church. The Two of Cups is in your opportunity, and the Two of Cups is lovely energy. Cups is our matters of the heart, and the Two of Cups is very soulmate energy. This is about having an opportunity to be on the same page as somebody else, to have the same thoughts, to have the same, just, it's lovely. There's no hierarchy in this relationship. You're very connected. The Three of Wands is in your challenge. This is almost like you're wanting, the Three of Wands is about, laying down plans and having that determination and creativeness about you and wanting and seeing things for the future and really, visualizing what can come in for you. But it's almost like there's a little bit of a blockage there for you. And the Seven of Pentacles is what you don't see coming. Straight from the actual true meaning of this card, the black and white of this card is about investing and having investments, maybe financial. Pentacles are our material resources, as I always say. Depends what your coinage is. Is it your time, your energy, or the actual finances that are appropriate to you at this time? And this card is about things that are coming to its maturity. So some of you, there could be something, lovely, you don't see it coming, something, some pension payout, something maturing, some stocks and shares, bonds, for some of you. For others, as an energy, it's a kind of time to reflect and think to yourself. There's something going to make you think, oh, I'm not sure it's worth me doing that anymore. Do I need to do something different? I need to switch it up maybe. I'm not sure it's worth my time and energy. The Eight of Swords is in your advice and outcome. Now, it could be that you are feeling like a bit trapped in your head. This is, not being able to make a decision and feeling like, oh, you're putting these hurdles in the way that aren't really there most of the time. It's just our thought process. But the advice and outcome is that it looks like you are going to be able to feel that you are progressing in a situation. So let's do, it's like a decision you're going to make by the end of, there's going to be something that progresses to help you make a decision. So why do we have the Hierophant? Interesting. That's clarified by the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles again. And one more, please, and thank you. Really interesting. So the Ten of Pentacles is about long-term investment. Again, it's about, you've got a lot of pentacles here. So there's a lot of thinking about your time, your energy, your investment, what is worth it. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is a family unit. It can be everybody feeling really secure, really happy. With that Hierophant, yes, it can mean that there is some sort of commitment to the family, or commitment to something, that perhaps there's a legacy within the family, but it's making you think. There's some kind of reflection going on. Is it something that you still want to continue, still want to do? Because the Two of Wands is the should I, shan't I card, and that's also clarifying here. The Two of Cups is in your opportunity. So there's like an opportunity maybe to meet up with a soulmate and have a chit chat, or just there's something that you're going to have an opportunity to be on the same page as. You know, it could be that this situation you are both in agreement with. And I say both, I'm speaking like it's people. It could be, you know, a work situation, I say family or financial, but it's a matter of the heart. So it's something to do with your heart is feeling. There's no, I want to say there's no challenge to this person or this energy, because you feel so comfortable around them, which is lovely. What beautiful cards. One more, please, and thank you. Also feels like for some of you, you've been in a relationship for a very long time. You've committed to it. And now it's time for you guys to enjoy yourself. And you know, I really see this as, I often get asked for a reading for people that are retired. And I definitely feel this is one of those. It's very much like, let's have a look at, you know, what we can do next in our lives, because we've built this family unit. We've not done your bit, but it's, yeah, a little bit like that. The kids have kind of left home, and it's very much a feeling of that. So the Two of Cups also, as I say, is about soulmate, and you're doing this with your soulmate, I want to say, who you've been perhaps committed to for a long time. Again, if it's an energy of work, it's the same thing. You've got the Ten of Cups. You're incredibly happy about this. There's a lot of happiness and love to be had. You've got the Three of Cups. This is about celebration, going out and enjoying yourself. And then you've got the Star card. This is your stars aligning, everything. This is such a lovely reading. Even if it isn't a retired couple or people that, you know, are perhaps been in a relationship for a long time, there's just this lovely feeling of stability and commitment from both of you at the same level. Now the Star card, sorry, I keep holding that up, I'm not talking, is about healing also. So it's like you've come through a really rough patch, and things are just, you know, absolutely lovely. It can happen. We're so quick to jump on the negative side on tarot, but I love to see this feeling is lovely. I've got butterflies in my tummy. Yes, the Star card is also about growth within you and those around you, because you can see she's scooping out the water, and she is watering the grass around her and making everything grow again. So there's the lovely healing, growing, nurturing energy to this. I also want to say that some of you are being guided spiritually, and maybe that's where the Hierophant is coming in also for you. There's some sort of, I don't know, I really feel this is relevant for somebody who's watching this. So something's happened in your life, and it's really made you take stock and think, wow. And, you know, life, something traumatic maybe has happened, and it's just put a different perspective on for you. The Three of Wands is in your challenge. Well, you know what? Making plans and what have you can be a challenge. Are you trying to please everybody? Let's have a look. Three of Wands here. Why do we have that for Gemini, please, and thank you? You know, maybe, again, look, I'm really drawn to the fact he's still holding on to one of those wands. So it's almost like you're still holding back on something that you know you really want to do, though. Sometimes we know we just have to, we can be our own worst enemies and put blockages, Eight of Swords, in place that aren't really there. I can't believe you've got the Six of Pentacles in a challenge, because Gemini, Taurus and Aries had exactly the same. So the Six of Pentacles as a challenge is because there's something that needs to come into balance for you. And you making these plans and what have you, you're feeling a bit like, I think, like you're not getting back the feedback, I think, that you wished you were. So that's also clarified. So yeah, Six of Pentacles, sorry, as a challenge is things, you're giving, and nothing's coming back. So maybe you're trying to make these plans and you know what? You're not getting the help. I'm very lazy when it comes to plans, I have to say. My other half makes all the plans. It could be something as simple as that, but it does build, can't it? It can get a bit, but whatever it is, there's an imbalance. You're feeling like there's not a balance to the finances, even time and energy that you're putting into this. You do have the Lovers as a challenge. Now, the Lovers is about relationships, choices in relationships. So there could be somebody with this Two of Cups, though. You're so on board with this person. But it's a challenge to get them to do anything maybe next week, to see your perspective on things. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're absolutely desperate to have this financial independence, and you know that you can, and you know you've put in all this hard work, you know you've had this high level of commitment, but you want to see the return on it now, and there's just a bit of a blockage there for you. The Seven of Pentacles is what you don't see coming. Now, for some of you, I think it is financial maturity. There's something coming in, hopefully remove that blockage for you. But others, it is a case of something's making you think twice. Yeah. Maybe you're I say you are the one that's doing all the run around, all the planning, all the work. Let's have a look. Seven of Pentacles. Why do we have that here? Please and thank you. It's not a bad idea to take stock and have a think, but something is going to just, I think, give you food for thought. Not a bad idea. Wow. So I would definitely say what this is, with these two together, and it's also in your advice and outcome, we have the Eight of Swords and the Devil. Now she's removing, start again. Eight of Swords is about putting obstacles in your way, in your mind. This is feeling tied, feeling entrapped, and that's exactly what the Devil energy is all about. But you've got the Sun card here too. It says it's a positive move. And what I think this is about is you reflecting and realizing that you can cut these ties, you can move forward. Because in your advice and outcome is also the Eight of Swords. The Devil energy is about feeling loyal to somebody, something, and that's not out of love. It's just, again, out of the high level of commitment with that Hierophant. And it's a case sometimes for you, for others, this is a reading to say, oh my gosh, again, I've put all these years of hard work into this relationship, into this job. Am I going to throw it all away? But I want to feel like I need to move on. Eight of Swords is here. I can definitely see this is a reading for those that have retired and those that are reflecting on what they've done so far, and is it worth your time and energy? Why do we have the Eight of Swords here, please and thank you? Clarified by the Magician. Love that. It's something that you want, something you're manifested for perhaps quite some time. Beautiful. Knight of Cups, your knight in shining armour. I think that's more of a case of being able to move forward with your thoughts and love. We've got Strength in reverse again. So the Magician is here to tell you, and I think that's attributed to Gemini, actually. It is. This is you turning up in your reading, being strong, being determined. Oh my gosh. So you know what I've missed also? This is also attributed to Gemini. So you've got a double show here. And it's saying, you're in a position of strength and power. That alone, the Magician, means that also. And it's also the card of as above, so below. The interpretation for me of that message is whatever you put out into the universe, you can expect it to come around and become your reality. You do need to take that, remove that self-sabotaging though. And I do believe the ties are going to come off. You do have the Strength card in reverse. Now, this is to me saying you are putting a brave face on things. The message I'd say to that is the Strength card for me is all about vulnerabilities and showing and asking for help. But I do feel like that's perhaps a bit of a blockage for you. And the Knight of Cups is your knight in shining armor. He's lovely. Or they, I should say, are romantic. They know exactly what your heart is needing at the time. But I honestly think this is you moving forward with your emotions. But you are still putting a brave face on, I would say, Gemini, because you are, the twins. It's two sides. So that's all the readings have been incredibly interesting. Well, they always are, but it's just the way they are portraying today. So I'm going to ask for one card from each pile of these tea leaf fortune cards that I've purchased. And I was so drawn to the gorgeous illustrations on them. And they hold very simple messages. What other messages are there? Please and thank you for Gemini. Thank you. One more. I'm going to do one of each pile, aren't I? Sorry, I forgot that. I had to cut them in two piles because there's 100 of these. And they're pretty tricky to shuffle all at once. So one of each, please and thank you. What other messages there for Gemini? Thank you. Oh, how lovely. You've got rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. We have wall. We have misunderstanding. Now, I said there was some sort of blockage there. And I think that's to do with you not getting back what you are putting in. Maybe that's misunderstood. Maybe you are being misunderstood. Maybe look into that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, Gemini. I absolutely loved it as usual. Thanks always for watching, and all the likes, subscribe and comments. I just blown away every week. Thank you and have a great week.